and let's send this thing up. That's on the low speed. That's pretty decent. There it goes. Hey, welcome to my channel. Well, it's another drone review today, and today is something a little different. Today we have a hexacopter. I've never reviewed a hexacopter other than the Typhoon H, and this is, well, an affordable hexacopter, and it looks like right behind me back here. That's what it looks like, and I have it right here. There you go. Could you still see me? It takes up a bit of the frame. It's really not that big. It just looks really big with the prop guards on. And it has a camera down here, a nice little round sort of camera down here. I'm going to tell you all the specs on this here, well, hexacopter. It's a little bit different. It has a name on it called the Predator. It probably is the Predator branded under one company, but the company that sent it to me, they call it the Goolsky L100. So let me tell you about this drone. First off, flight time, it has 15 minutes of flight time, and it has a range of 300 meters. What's really good about this flight time is this. It takes batteries that you can buy at your local hobby store. So any battery with a JST connector, it has a huge battery bay, and you'll see in the unboxing that you could fit another battery in it. And I have two batteries here that I use for my FPV drones, and they fit perfectly inside this drone. So I actually have 3 batteries for it to fly, so I get a lot of flight time with this. That's one thing I like about drones, is when you can just go to your local hobby shop and buy any type of battery, as long as they have this connector, little JST. There we go, that's a JST connector right there, and that's back to me. Now, what makes this hexacopter interesting is that it is a GPS drone. So by GPS, it means it's very stable, even when the wind's blowing, and you're going to see that in this video. It has follow me, waypoints, orbit mode, and of course, return to home when the battery gets low, you lose signal, or you just hit the return to home button yourself and it comes back. Now, I'm guessing it's kind of a new drone, well, new within the last year, because the video signal is sent at 5 gigahertz. So you have to have a phone or a tablet that has Wi-Fi of 5 gigahertz. In other words, if your phone or tablet, if you look it up on the internet and you type in 802.11 AC, and that shows up with your phone or tablet, then you have the right type of Wi-Fi protocol to use this. Just like all drones that are all 5 gigahertz, it's the same thing. There's the camera right there, and it is a 1080p camera. And guess what? On the controller, you have the ability to move it up and down while in flight, which is pretty cool. And when I say up, it actually goes up and shoots under the underbody of the drone, which gives you a pretty interesting view. Now, it does have a 110 degree field of view, and with that said, 110 degrees, when you look at the side, it's actually so wide that the legs get in the shot. I don't know why they did that, but anyway, so you'll see in my little demo that I'm going to show you right now. I flew this indoors. I always like to fly these drones indoors. It's a GPS drone. I'm going to show you how you can fly it indoors, and I flew it right here, and watch the video quality. I think the video quality is pretty darn good. And it does stay pretty stable. It has no electronics underneath to keep it stable, but it stays pretty stable in air because it's a hexacopter, blows a lot of wind. So here, check out this video quality and this drone flying indoors. Here we go. Whoa, does that look scary or what? This is the Explorer drone, and we're going to do our little indoor flight test. Now, there are prop guards for this drone. There's 6 prop guards, but I already tried it, and it flies so stable that I don't think I need them, so I'm going to fly it indoors here with no prop guards, and I'm going to take off from my desk over there, and I have my little GoPro hat, so when I put this hat on, you'll see exactly what my little hands are seeing. So let's go check this out now. First things first, flick the little on switch down here, and this thing will come to life. There it goes. It's looking for the controller. Put the controller on. There's a little red light here. When that red light is flashing off and on, it means they're not connected. If it's solid, they are connected. So now this controller is now running this drone. And there's really cool, if you were flying this in a dark area and you couldn't see your screen, there's a little light. So your screen is already lit up. I don't know if you can see that too well. And it stays on. So yeah, that's a nice little touch. This little screen will give you all the information you need, your GPS, your altitude, your height, your battery power, what mode you're in, all that other good stuff. Now, this is a GPS drone, and there are no sensors on the bottom, nothing. So in order for it to stay stable indoors, you have to adjust the gyroscope, or at least calibrate it. So to calibrate it, you just do this, pull these like that. It should flicker. There we go. And I think there's 2 gyroscopes in here, because it says do it again, but move the joysticks the opposite direction. Now, even if you're outside or inside and you want to start the props without the GPS signal, it will work. You just pull these out like this. Starts up, and to stop it, same thing, pull them out, and you can shut it down. So on my little screen it tells me the GPS is on, but it can't find anything. But it's okay to fly indoors. It's going to keep looking for a GPS, but if there's no GPS, it will just fly without it. So basically that's it. Let me just turn the camera on because everybody wants to see what the camera looks like. So photo video, it says hold this button down. There we go. We're in video mode. The camera's working now. So let's just stand back and lift her up nicely. It does fly very nice indoors. And bring it down to me. It's a hexacopter, so it blows a lot of wind. So, there we go. I can see on my little screen here what it sees. All right, this is the camera button right here. So if I go like this, I should be looking up. Does it look up? Does that look weird? And if I hit this camera button now that we're looking up, I'm going to pull it all the way down. We'll look down. And there we go. Now we're looking down at the table as I fly over the table. So those are the perspectives you can get with this here drone, which is pretty cool. I like the look up one because that's kind of weird, like the angle of looking through the legs. There we go. All right, so now you've seen what the video looks like. Let me go land it over here. And I'll leave the camera looking up so you get that little perspective of looking up as we're coming down. As soon as you touch down, the motors will shut off if you hold down the left joystick. So I'll bring it over here, and I'll bring it down. Hold down the left joystick, and they shut off. And there we go. So there you have it. How did that video quality look to you? You make up your own mind, see if it's something you like. I thought it looked pretty good. And it is pretty stable indoors, which is a good thing, especially since it does not have an optical flow sensor on the bottom. You can fly it indoors. That's why they include the prop guards. Also, the prop guards are for outdoors, so if you're going around trees, you'll just bounce off the trees. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is the unboxing, because in all these drones, you get all sorts of things that I never show you unless you see the unboxing. And my unboxings are always super fast, so here it is right now, and I tell you, it's quick. There we go. And now a quick unboxing of the L100 drone. It has GPS, one key return, headless mode, altitude hold, HD camera, speed control, and it even has follow me mode. Quick picture of the front of the box. All right, here's the box. So if I take off the cover, that's what's inside, except for inside the cover, if I can flip this around, there's more stuff. So you get all of this and all of this. First off, you get the instructions plus the app instructions. Next, you have the drone itself. It takes up quite a bit of the box. It's a hexacopter, and it is rather large, but yeah, it feels pretty good in the hands. Very strong plastic, doesn't feel cheap. On the front, you can see two LED lights right here, and a little bit of marking predator. And if we flip it upside down, what do we have? Let's see. You have an on-off switch here, so when the battery's in, you can actually control the on-off. There is a connector here beside the off button, and there is a connector right here. Opening up the battery housing, what do we have? We have a massive, holy crap, that's a big battery. It looks like it's a 2-cell, like 2 big cells in this battery. What size is this? So it is a 2-cell, it's a 7.4 volt, and it runs at 1200 milliamps. Next, let's check out what's in the other box. In this box, you actually get 6 spare props, so that's a pretty good deal. Plus you get landing legs, plus you get 6 prop guards right here, plus you get a connector for your phone to hook it to your controller, and right here you get the USB battery charger plus a Phillips screwdriver. Next you get the 1080p camera with a nice little vibration dampening gimbal, and there's your camera right here, and there's a little motorized mount to move it up and down, and in the back is where you put your micro SD card. Finally, you get the controller itself, and all the buttons are really nicely labeled right here. They have images plus wording to tell you exactly what everything does. Your power button right here, and on the back is where you would put batteries, and this thing takes 6 AA batteries. That's a lot of batteries to power this thing. Here we have the drone itself, and I do have the battery in it. Let's put it down and weigh it. What are we at? 265 grams. Here's the camera. Let's just shove that in the side. What are we at? 303 grams. And here's the legs. What are we at now? We can't even see that. Hang on. Let's move that over there. 326 grams. Now on to the outdoor flight. Now, the compass calibration for this drone, I found it to be the most different compass calibration I've ever seen in my life, because you actually do it twice. In the manual, it says calibrate the compass for the left and the right. So I do the compass calibration for the left side and the right side. So does that mean it has 2 GPSs in it? I'm not sure. And then when I do the gyro calibration, it says the same thing. Do the gyro calibration for the left and the right. So I do it twice. And I will say the following. This drone is amazingly stable in the air. What you're going to see right now is I'm just going to show you the takeoff after I've done the compass calibration and the gyro calibration. And it is pretty amazing. And then I'm going to show you the speed of this here drone. I was taken back because I thought, well, all these drones that I fly, you know, the first speed is always pretty slow. This, because it has 6 props, is pretty darn quick in the normal speed and even faster when you go in the second speed. And when you want it to lift up and gain height, it's really fast. So check this out now. All right, I got my little drone out here. I can't really see the lights. I've tried to do the compass calibration. I've taken my best guess at it, so I don't even know if I have the compass calibrated correctly. It says it's got 14 satellites. Yeah, 14 GPS satellites it's locked onto. All right, fingers crossed. Let's see if she works. If the GPS is good, it'll stay still. If not, we got toilet bowls going on. Well, I must have did something right, because it's pretty darn stable. Let's bring it down. And let's send this thing up. That's on the low speed. That's pretty decent. There it goes. Here, let's bring it back down. Looks pretty cool. I haven't flown too many Hex other than the Typhoon H. So, what else do we have? We have speeds on here. I want to see the speed control for this thing, because that's 6 props working. So here, let me go. This is forward, normal speed. Okay, that's pretty fast for normal speed. Let's bring it back to me over here. All right, I'm gonna put it, there's a little button here, it says speed control. There, that says second speed. Here we go, full blast. Okay, that's, whoa, that is really fast. That is really fast. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is the modes like follow me, orbit, waypoints I didn't get a chance to do because it got really, really windy. And when I say it got really, really windy, let me show you what happened. Watch this. Oh, there's something you don't see every day. My landing pad just blew away. Grab that. Whoa, the ice just flying over here. Yeah, that's crazy. Everything was blowing around. And you know what? I even flew this in that wind. And watch, I'm going to show you this thing flying in winds that are super strong. This thing is sitting in the air almost on an angle like that. Here we go. Check this out. It's just fighting the wind right there. That is craziness. Holy cow, look at this thing. It's on an angle. Look at that. Look at the angle it's on. That is weird. So in this demo, I'm going to show you the follow me function right now. So if I walk, let's see. Does it follow me? Certainly looks like it does. Yeah, it's coming along. These follow me's are really bad because if I'm not moving fast, you see how it goes a little bit forward, then stops, a little bit forward, then stops. Hey, it looks like it's following my hand, but anyways. The Orbit Me function on this drone works like a lot of drones on the market today. Basically, you have a GPS map, you tap on the map to exactly where you want the drone to do an orbit. So in other words, it could be 100 meters away from you. You just tap there, the drone will orbit in that location and you can set the radius and all the other good stuff. So you'll see me, I've got a really big radius and I have it going around. There's the orbit mode, watch out for the trees. Ooh, I got the radius too big. I'll have to bring it back. There are waypoints on this drone as well, but I didn't get a full chance to use them because it was getting much too cold and I had to bring the drone down. But it's the same idea as any other drone. You have a map, you just drag your finger on the screen, make a bunch of waypoints. You can actually set the height at different waypoints if you want by retapping on them. And you just send the information to the drone and the drone will fly those waypoints. Finally, the GPS returned home. While it was so windy out, I didn't want to take the drone too far. So I had it not too far away from me and I did the GPS return to home. And it's kind of funny, it made it and landed right on the landing pad, but in an interesting type of fashion. Check this out. Okay, drone's up there. I'll just do a quick return to home as my battery's starting to get low. Let's see if this works. It's a little button up here, so let's see. It's coming this way. Does it know this is home? Yes, it does. Look at that. It's beeping away, and this should be so funny. Man, that wind is so strong. Way too strong for this drone. Hey, there's the landing pad. So it is in the right spot. Look at that. Even with the wind is just howling here. And look at this thing coming down. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I'd say that's a pretty good landing. Oh, that's hilarious. It just slides down onto the landing pad. All right, final thoughts on this here drone. Let me just power it on. It's got a little power button underneath. The camera goes and fixes itself. And there you go. It's not a bad drone. You know, it's a hexacopter, so it's different. The price that you're going to see on the website, I'm going to put the link below. There is a discount coupon to knock off quite a lot of dollars off that price because on Amazon, it's kind of overpriced. So they've knocked down the price for this video. And if it's something you're interested in, check it out. To me, this is a great drone for flying in the wind, great drone for summertime, and not a great drone if you're worried about getting the legs in the frame. You know, some of the Bugs drones, MJXRC Bugs drones, same idea. When they hang the GoPro below here, the legs get in the frame because of the field of view. So other than that, it's a pretty good drone. So you've seen the video quality, you've seen the features and the functions. You make up your mind. Is this the drone for you? And is it the right price for you? If it is, well then pick one up. All right, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more drone videos coming soon. See you in the next one. Take care.